Yeah, change your future, it starts today. Live life to the fullest, never skip a day. Create hope, spread positivity. Beat your addictions and negativity. Ralf Friedrichs is here for you. Call today so we can help you. 1-844-405-HELP. 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 We are here for you. Call us today.
Hello, my name is Ralf Friedrichs and I'm from clearreform.com. If you feel lost out here in this busy city, reach out to me at 844-405-HELP and I can help you get your life back. Go to clearreform.com and I will help you get your life back. Good morning and welcome to Take Your Life Back. Today is September 4th. It's about 3:30 in the morning. I just want to share with everyone something this morning. I saw a demonstration maybe about a month ago in reference to our dark side and the power of prayer. If you continuously pray over and over and over again, things will eventually become clear. Although a lot of times when we pray to God, we don't get answers right away. But if you continuously pray over and over, things become clear. So the demonstration involves this bottle, and if you see, the inside of this bottle is all dark liquid. That represents our dark side, and this cap represents our limitations. So we as a human, which is the bottle, have limitations, which is this cap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this bottle into the sink and we're going to do a demonstration. So let me put that there. I'm going to turn the camera around so that everybody can see it. And hopefully you folks can all see it now. Okay, so you see the bottle. I'm going to turn the water on. Okay, so now everything inside is dark, which represents our body and our inside. And what I'm going to do, and this clear water represents our prayer. So you see the continuous water running. I'm going to now, as the prayer, as we're praying, I'm going to lift our limitations, which is the cap. And we're going to slowly add our prayer to this. We all go through dark times. I mean, I've had some dark years. I just didn't understand everything that was happening. I'm going to admit it that I'm not a super patient person. I tend to want answers right away and know what's happening and what I can do to solve it. I don't like not being happy and confident about things. It's just not who I am. But when I get down, it takes a lot for me to get back up. If we pray for a sign, which is this, the water is prayer, but just give up because we feel like God's already heard our prayer and He knows what we need, but He hasn't answered. It's kind of like when we were kids in the toy store and we kept asking our mom and dad for toys, but we never got any results. Yeah, it never worked for me either, but you get what I mean. Anyway, that is exactly what's happened to me in the past years. I have prayed and prayed and prayed, but haven't really gotten any results. The answer I thought God would give me, and especially in the time of praying, I thought my problems would be fixed, which was all before 2013. Then, in 2013, my cap of limitations was lifted. This is the cap, remember this now, was lifted off the bottle, which is my body. Here is where I will just show you how that worked for me. So basically we all have dark sides, which is what's in the bottle, was in the bottle. We are facing, and we take the limitations off our mind, which was the cap I lifted. Don't limit what He can do because we have to just trust in the Lord. That sometimes even after we pray and we just give up. And it is often why we get defeated. However, even though nothing has really changed, we just keep praying. That's the prayer, the sign of the prayer, the flowing Lord. Just keep praying and never ever give up praying. And if we do that and devote ourselves completely to the Lord, He will pull us through. The dark times will go away and we just have to be patient. I know it's hard. Being patient truly is a virtue. But by never ever giving up on prayer, it's going to show you that God will eventually answer all your prayer. And the more we pray, which is this water going into the bottle, one day everything will become clear. You see how clear this is now? That is the power of prayer. Folks, I think that demonstration says it all. If we had a bottle which represents our body and the bottle, everything was dark on the inside, And the water coming out of the faucet represents the prayer, day after day after day. Just keeps adding to the darkness which was in the bottle. Eventually, all that prayer has to turn what was dark inside this bottle, which is our body, has to change and become as clear as this water in here. That, folks, is the power of prayer. Hello, folks. My name is Ralf Friedrichs. I just want to share my story with my situation back in 1981 in the United States Marine Corps. I was sitting in a chapel during boot camp, and a chaplain tapped me on the shoulder and asked me to come into his quiet room. As I was walking into his quiet room, I had no idea what he wanted from me. It was then that God was setting my life in motion. So the chaplain sat me down and he says, "Ralph, I've noticed that you like to help people, you motivate people, you're always walking around with a smile. And I wanted to know," this is the chaplain saying this to me, "I wanted to know, Ralph, would you like to volunteer and become a lay leader?" And of course, I had no idea what a lay leader was. So he explained to me what a lay leader was. It's somebody that is a liaison between the recruits and the chaplain. So when the recruits have issues, problems, or anything like that, they go to the lay leader, and they go to the chaplain as the lay leader to let the chaplain know of the situations that are happening. It was then in 1981 that God already had a plan for me, and when there from that point on was that God realized that no matter how long it would take for me to achieve what God already knew what was going to happen to me, he would let me go down into the worst extremes in life. So from 1981 as a lay leader, and I'm going to show you the medal now with a lay leader, the front and the back. This is the back of the medal, and then the front looks like this. So in 1981, at Paris Island, South Carolina, when I became a lay leader, God already had my life set in motion. But again, he wanted me to set my own course in life. So I went down the years and the course of my life and did some of the worst things possible to my own body through alcoholism. God already said to himself, well, I'm going to wait for Ralph to get close to hitting rock bottom. So from 1981 until 2011, which is 30 years, God came to me again and he said, Ralph, are you ready to continue helping other people? That's when I formed Mastic Beach Outreach 2011, and what that was is for older people and mentally and physically challenged people, that my wife and I would help them by giving them clothing, food, possibly, like in one case, tires for someone's car. And so God said, okay, he is getting better, but he's still not ready to do what I really wanted him to do. So in 2011, I continued my alcoholism to the point of 10 to 15 shots a day. As time went further, two years down the road, it became worse and worse with my alcoholism. In 2013, God finally put his big hand on my head and says, are you ready now? That is when I hit rock bottom. June 22nd, 2013, I reached out and I finally admit that I had an alcohol problem. It was then when God lifted me up and set my life in motion for today, September 2nd, 2014. So from 2013 until 2014, I continue educating myself and you, others, through my websites, through my videos on how to battle with addiction. And God saw this, and he said to himself, Ralph is still continuing helping people. So in between 2013 and 2014, as time was going by, and I proved to God that I was really reforming myself, that God introduced me to Dr. Luis Gonzalez. I've been toying with the idea about becoming a substance abuse counselor until I ran into an article about recovery coaching. So I thought it was very ironic that God had planted Dr. Luis Gonzalez from Starting Point, that's StartingPointMN.com, 844-414-844, into my life. Dr. Luis Gonzalez gave me the educational programming to turn me into a recovery coach. So while I was training for Dr. Luis Gonzalez to become a recovery coach, and today my father comes from South Carolina to visit, and we're looking at my shrine, which my wife calls a shrine, which is all my Marine Corps ribbons and medals. And my father asked me, "Ralph, what is this medal for? What is this particular medal for?" And I then said to myself, here's where it all came together. I finally realized what that medal stood for and how it influenced me in my life. It was back in 1981 that God knew already that I would eventually, towards the middle or 60% of my life, be out to help other people, to continuously help people, to motivate people, to coach people. So it was from 1981 to 2011 that I ran my life to the ragged ends, to the pit of the worst. And then from 2011 to 2013, even worse than that. And then June 22nd, 2013, finally helped myself up with the grace of God. And in 2014 became an addiction recovery coach. And all that epiphany came to me due to my father asking me what this stood for. This particular silver medal. When he asked me that, it all finally came together, that God had bigger and better plans for me. And this is what I'm telling you, folks. There is a plan for you. No matter what the plan might be, you don't know what it is, but there is a plan for you. It's just a matter of you figuring it out. So why don't you let me help take your life back? Thank you. God bless you, and have a sober day. Good afternoon, my name is Ralf Friedrichs. I just want to make a major announcement that I have achieved becoming an addiction recovery coach with the help of Starting Point at startingpointmn.com. At Starting Point, you could speak to Dr. Luis Gonzalez. His phone number is 844-414-8444. Let him help mold you into the addiction recovery coach you would picture yourself to be, like I did. With his help, his tools, and his educational program, I was able to achieve the passion that I deeply have in achieving becoming an addiction recovery coach. Let Dr. Luis Gonzalez over at startingpointmn.com help you. That's startingpointmn.com. You could reach him directly at 844-414-8444. Let Dr. Luis Gonzalez help you become an addiction recovery coach where you can fill your passion. Thank you and have a pleasant day. Good morning, my name is Ralf Friedrichs. Welcome to Take Your Life Back. Picture yourself on drugs and alcohol. Picture how your body is, how your body looks, how your body feels. In the next commercial, look at the documentary of the little pictures that I put together, and then right after that, you'll have a preview of 10 things drugs do to your body. Just picture yourself taking drugs and alcohol every single day and what it can do to your body.
Yeah, change your future, it starts today. Live life to the fullest, never skip a day. Create hope, spread positivity. Beat your addictions and negativity. Ralf Friedrichs is here for you. Call today so we can help you. 1-844-405-HELP. 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 We are here for you. Call us today.
Good morning and welcome to Take Your Life Back Today show. Over my shoulder, as you can see, on this side, is one of our cats that seems to love to get into the video, to the show, and be involved. So welcome to the cat, our special guest today. The cat's name is Princess. Today we want to discuss the 8 most dangerous drinks in the world, and I want everybody to please understand this. I do not, and I repeat, I do not condone any alcoholic drinks. However,
These are the 8 most dangerous drinks for the folks that are watching me that are still possibly drinking alcohol. It does take time for everyone, eventually, possibly, to give it up. I want you to please, if you still drink alcohol, avoid these 8 most dangerous drinks in the world. First, I want to give a shout out to Larry Geis from the Geis Academy at 516-485-2741. 516-485-2741. Larry Geis from the Geis Academy. He's an addiction recovery coach, a life coach. He will help you from your addiction to your recovery, hand in hand. He will concentrate on today and tomorrow, not looking at the past. The past is gone, folks. It's finished. We can learn from the past, but we cannot change it. So why bring it up? Why put ourselves or others, like Larry Geis would do, if he spoke to others about the past, why put others at risk of triggers or stressors? The past is gone. We can only learn from that. So, give Larry Geis a call at 516-485-2741 or go to his website at www.odysseyconsultant.org. Let Larry Geis know that you heard about him on the Take Your Life Back Today show with me, Ralf Friedrichs. GlobalEyeglasses.com, they are focused on saving you money. Folks, if you need glasses, whether it's a full plastic or metal frame, a half plastic or metal frame, or no frame at all, if you have children that need frames, go to www.globaleyeglasses.com. Let them focus on saving you money. Folks, they're about 80% less than your free-standing brick-and-mortar local shop. If you need progressives, they have them. Polarization, they have them. Transition or photochromatic, they have them. They have the thinner lens. They have plastic or polycarbonate lenses. Folks, they have coatings like anti-reflecting coating for you folks that are driving at night that have glare issues. They have UV coating. They have mirror coating. All that is available at globaleyeglasses.com. And the great thing is not only am I your host for addiction recovery and life coaching, and the host for Take Your Life Back Today show, but I am also the person you can contact at 631-599-0218, 631-599-0218. I have 30 years experience in the optometry business. You have any questions about Global Eyeglasses, any questions about their product, any questions about how to match their product with your prescription, give me a text or a call. Call me at 844-405-HELP or text me at 631-599-0218. The 8 most dangerous drinks in the world. Man is a natural, inquisitive creature, an explorer of the fringes of possibilities, if you will, and so it makes sense that it comes to getting drunk. Man has a habit of developing increasingly more potent ways to make it happen. After all, no matter what anyone says about various national pastimes, the one true worldwide pastime isn't baseball or soccer, but getting completely and totally intoxicated. But, as it was with the atomic bomb, man's unstable quest for the biggest and baddest has created a massive amount of drinks of mass destruction. Drinks which will destroy your liver, cause your unborn babies to be born mutants, cause your relationships to fall apart, cause your financials to fall apart, cause you to possibly lose your life, and selfishly causes you to possibly take someone else's life. These are the 8 most dangerous drinks. I encourage each and every one in watching my show to avoid drinking and doing drugs at all, but I encourage also for the ones that do find they need to drink to avoid these 8 most dangerous drinks. The first one's called the Tokyo iced tea. The Long Island iced tea is popular amongst the sorority girls who want to get bombed without having to actually go through all the manly wincing and dry heaving that comes with forcing shots down your throat. That's because it's got a load of liquor mixed with cola, sour mix, and actual iced tea, depending on how you make it. The Tokyo iced tea, however, though, says to hell with your pansy non-alcoholic mixes and substitutes and delightful Midori, which due to its fruity taste will still lets the drink go down smooth, only with an added complication of alcohol poisoning. Add it all together, and one Tokyo iced tea can be worth 8 or 9 shots of liquor. Liquor that you can barely even taste. Just drink it, and in the back of an ambulance, drink it and you will be back in the back of an ambulance. It will be easier that way, because then that ambulance can transfer you directly to the hospital. Folks, if you drink 1 or 2 of these Tokyo iced teas, you're guaranteed, 99% guaranteed, to have alcohol poisoning. The next one is called Four Loko. That's 4, F-O-U-R. And I do believe it's not even allowed in this country. I'm not sure, but I think so. As far as pure alcohol goes, Four Loko isn't anything all special, only 8 to 12%. But Four Loko's insidious and twisted genius lies in the caffeine, about the equivalent of 5 cups of coffee. That means that you can keep on drinking without feeling the full effects of the alcohol, which is always a dangerous proposition, and you end up pouring so much caffeine into your system that the hamster powering your heart is soon found plastered against the wall of this little wheel cage like he's riding the gravitron at a carnival. It is basically the liquid equivalent of the infamous speedball, heroin and cocaine, all rolled together in a delicious package. And it's pretty much a race to see whether you end up in the emergency room to alcohol poisoning, or you end there for a heart attack. I don't even want to say that this is a matter of good times to even drink either the Tokyo iced tea or the Four Loko. Folks, I again encourage you not to drink at all. That was number 2. Number 3, the Four Horsemen. You may be familiar with the 3 Wise Men, which combines a shot of Johnny Walker, a shot of Jim Beam, and a shot of Jack Daniels into one drunkard's paradise of a drink. But the 3 wise men abandoned their gifts for the baby Jesus and turned to apocalyptic terror when their friend Jose Cuervo decides to stop by and join the fun. The 4 horsemen ride all over your liver, bringing pestilence and death and blackouts. This is what happens when you let 3 nice, sweet, impressive boys from Tennessee hang out with a bandito. And there's no humor behind this, but I'm just reading what the article wrote. This would be number 5, liquid cocaine. Just the name itself should put red flags up, folks. Look, it's called liquid cocaine, so right away you know it's not messing around with you. You start with some Bacardi 151, that's 151 proof, which means you're already in trouble. And then add some Goldschlager before mixing that together with your good friend Jägermeister. Just reading that should be enough to make you stumble head first through a plate of glass window. Actually drinking it will cause the plate glass window to actually gain sentience and then fall through like a knife. Number 6, Headhunter. The Headhunter just overwhelms you with sheer numbers. It's not particularly fancy, it's just brutally effective. At its heart, the Headhunter contains about 4 ounces of spiced rum, which is enough for Captain Morgan to pirate your sobriety. But then, the good captain completely loses control of the action when his crew mutinies to the tune of 3 more ounces of Bacardi 151. By this point, your sobriety ship is completely in flames, and there are people pucking off the decks. And then, just for the hell of it, 4 more ounces of beer come along just to hang out and dance the ashes away. Number 7, moonshine. Anytime there's a chance that you are drinking will cause you to go blind. It's going to end up on this list. Moonshine is dangerous because nobody but a redneck who distilled it in their barn in the bathtub knows what actually went into it. You could be drinking turpentine mixed with drain cleaner. You just don't know. Sure, Farmer Fred might swear to you that the moonshine will get you all messed up, but that he probably means that you'll end up flat on your back or in the hospital bed, or worse scenario, on a slab in a morgue, especially since his wife just came storming out of the house screaming at him about where all the nail polish remover and or the Clorox went. Number 8, New Orleans hand grenade. The New Orleans hand grenade doesn't seem that different from dozens of other strong cocktail drinks. It has shots of vodka, gin, rum, melon liquor, which will get you drunk but isn't particularly dangerous. But what sets the New Orleans hand grenade apart in its final ingredient is listed simply as grain alcohol. Bad things start happening when you start dealing with grain alcohol. Many people will tell you. At that point, you're pretty much drinking pure ethanol, which is like gasoline. Just check out the many uses of ethanol if you want to understand why it is so ridiculously dangerous. Among them, as an antiseptic, a solvent, as a fuel additive, and finally as rocket fuel. So if you drink the New Orleans hand grenade, you will be blasted away. And I want to give you a extra one that I threw in here after I came up with the 8, and this will be considered number 9. Everclear. Speaking of grain alcohol and ethanol, we bring you this scourge known as Everclear. 190 proof, 95% alcohol monstrosity that will send your dumb butt straight to the emergency room. If you make it there at all, if you don't go to the morgue first. If you make it there at all, here is what is in the Everclear. And it is not the most greatest drink at all. Again, 190% proof, 95% alcohol. I had a friend who spilled a bottle of Everclear on his kitchen floor at a party with people smoking. Yeah, you can see where this is headed right now. Can you imagine this? Naturally, the floor went up in flames. That's how dangerous Everclear is. It won't just destroy your body, it will burn your home to the ground. There is a reason it is illegal in 14 states. These are the 8 most dangerous drinks in the world, just a recap. Number 1, Tokyo iced tea. Tokyo iced tea is combined with, or equivalent, I should say, to 8 to 9 shots per drink of 8 to 9 shots of liquor. So if you have one of those, you already have a chance of poisoning, alcohol poisoning. If you have 2 of those drinks, folks, I can't even tell you what possibly could happen to you. Number 2 is Four Loko. Four Loko isn't that much alcohol. It's only 8 to 12% alcohol, but what is it's equivalent. Each drink is equivalent to 5 cups of coffee. So if you have a couple of them, you're inviting your heart to stop. Number 3 is the Four Horsemen. The 3 Wise Men drink was known as Johnny Walker, Shot of Jim Beam, and Jack Daniels. Well, now Jose Cuervo was introduced to the 3 Wise Men and combined all 4 of those, and you have the Four Horsemen. Liquid cocaine is number 5. And folks, you have to understand this. Liquid cocaine, the name itself, should tell you everything you need to know about the drink. It's called liquid cocaine, so right away you know it's really not messing around with you. You start with Bacardi 151, that's 151, which means you're already in trouble, and then add some Goldschlager and some Jägermeister. That is liquid cocaine. Headhunter. The Headhunter just overwhelms you with the sheer numbers. It's not just particularly fancy, it is brutally effective. You combine 151 Bacardi together with some Captain Morgan, and you totally lose judgment, you totally lose possibly consciousness. Number 7, Moonshine. Anytime there's a chance to drink what you're drinking will cause you to go blind, it's going to end up on this list. Moonshine is the most dangerous because you don't know with your local neighbor, especially in the South, threw into this mixture. Like I stated previously, it could have been possibly some Drano, some Clorox, and there is a reason that after a person makes the moonshine, You hear the wife, and this is just a joke, but I want to add a little humor. You hear the wife running out of the house, screaming at her husband, saying, "Where's all my nail polish remover and my Clorox?" Well, folks, think about it. It's probably in that moonshine. Number 8 is the New Orleans hand grenade. The New Orleans hand grenade doesn't seem that different from dozens other strong cocktails. It has shots of vodka, gin, rum, and melon liquor, which will get you drunk, but isn't particularly dangerous. But what sets the New Orleans hand grenade apart is its final ingredient, that's grain alcohol. Anytime you mix grain alcohol, you're dealing with a thing called ethanol, pure ethanol. And ethanol is an ingredient as an antiseptic, a solvent, a fuel additive, or fuel rocket, or rocket fuel. Last, a special, the Everclear. Speaking of grain alcohol and ethanol, we bring you this scourge known as Everclear. 190 proof, or 95% alcohol monstrosity that will send your butt straight to the emergency room, if you make it there at all. Incredibly, while Everclear can be found in small doses in, like aforementioned New Orleans hand grenade, brave and dumb Darwin Award candidates will actually do straight shots of Everclear to prove their manhood in such nonsense fashions. Some real talk. I had a friend who spilled a bottle of Everclear on his kitchen floor, and folks, this is no lie, the kitchen floor went up in flames. It's pretty simple. I don't condone, and I want to repeat, I don't condone any drug and alcohol use. But in a realistic world, there are people watching this show right now that are not living a life of sobriety, that are not in recovery. And this is particularly addressed to you folks if you're listening. These are the 8 most dangerous drinks in the world. Remember these names when you go into your liquor shop. Remember these names when you go to a party. Remember these names when you go to a bar. Tokyo Iced Tea, Four Loko, the Four Horsemen, Liquid Cocaine, Headhunter, Moonshine, New Orleans Hand Grenade, and Everclear. These are the 8 most dangerous drinks in the world. These are 8 drinks that will not only get you tremendously drunk, but it will ruin your organs, it will ruin your relationships, it will ruin your financials, your spirituality, but most importantly, it will ruin your life and possibly take your life. That's why I'm begging you to take your life back today. Please, folks, remember that it's sober today, a day without any of these 8 worst drinks in the world. Be sober today, I promise you, will make you a better tomorrow. And if you start thinking positive thoughts, and positive things will happen in your life. Teach your children to say no to drugs and alcohol. Lead by example, folks. Do not drink, smoke, or use profanity in front of your children, and they will follow whatever you do. So if you show them love, compassion, respect, that's exactly what they will do. But if you drink in front of them, smoke in front of them, and use profanity, expect them to do that. Start a new day today. If you need help with any drug and alcohol issues or life issues themselves, get a hold of Larry Geis at 516-485-2741. Get a hold of me at 844-405-HELP. We are all here to help you today. We are all here to help you today to take your life back. Folks, I hope wherever you are watching me in my audience, you have the best day of your life. But I hope and I pray each and every day for each and every one of you to have a sober rest of your life. And isn't it today the time for you to take your life back?
Yeah, change your future, it starts today. Live life to the fullest, never skip a day. Create hope, spread positivity. Beat your addictions and negativity. Ralf Friedrichs is here for you. Call today so we can help you. 1-844-405-HELP. 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 We are here for you. Call us today.
The splendor of the King, clothed in majesty, let all the earth rejoice, let all the earth rejoice. He wraps himself in light, and darkness tries to hide, and trembles at his voice, and trembles at his voice. How great is our God? Sing with me. How great is our God? And all will see how great is our God. The splendor of the King, clothed in majesty, let all the earth rejoice, let all the earth rejoice. He wraps himself in light, oh, and darkness tries to hide, and trembles at his voice, and trembles at his voice. How great are you,
Yeah, change your future, it starts today. Live life to the fullest, never skip a day. Create hope, spread positivity. Beat your addictions and negativity. Ralf Friedrichs is here for you. Call today so we can help you. 1-844-405-HELP. 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 We are here for you. Call us today. Yeah, change your future, it starts today. Live life to the fullest, never skip a day. Create hope, spread positivity. Beat your addictions and negativity. Ralf Friedrichs is here for you. Call today so we can help you. 1-844-405-HELP. 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 We are here for you. Call us today.